We can't change that. So, yeah, it's a privilege.
You could just start to feel the emotion. The family's here and everyone walking around just a little bit solemnly at the moment. And as much as it is a bit of a tough moment, it is also a celebration of an amazing achievement. And I guess, if nothing else, Matty, the fact that he was able to take this scalp, this race that meant so much to him before he left this planet, that is very, very cool.
Yeah, it is. It's something, you know, a lifelong dream for Damon. So, you know, he loved the Finke Desert Race as a kid, and admired all the other Alice Springs champs, and hoped to one day be one. So the fact that he did it, you know, and under the circumstances he did it last year was amazing.
It really is absolutely cosmic timing, isn't it? So, Matty, best wishes, mate. We'll be all riding with you, and we know there'll be somebody else riding with you as well.
Absolutely. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Matt Bell there on that very familiar #1 Damon Stoker Yamaha, and you can just sense the level of emotion that's out here, and just what a perfect looking machine, Matt. It's a special moment in the history, the 43-year history now of the Tatts Finke Desert Race. And you can imagine how Matty feels here, completely surrounded by photographers, cameramen everywhere. All of this attention is all for reasons they would like to change, but they can't. And I think he's handled that whole situation very, very well.
Yeah, fantastic insight, Benny. Thank you for getting us that little piece with Matt Bell, who is about to complete a lap in Damon Stoker's honour, as we have 2 cars left out on the course. Once they obviously come back and the sweep vehicle can complete their lap, then we'll go to that lap with Matt Bell. I think we might take a short break, hear from some of our partners, and come back here to the Tatts Finke Desert Race start line very shortly.
Hello, it's Belinda here with some good news. Have you got your ticket in your hand?
Yes, darling.
You've won $1 million.
Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my God, I'm in shock. I can't believe it.
How does it feel? Do you feel like a millionaire?
I'm really a little bit shaky at the moment.
I can't believe it. You're going to have to, because we've got to put $1 million into your bank account.
Impaja Creative, 89501464.
Don't just get your four-wheel drive equipped, get it equipped by the brand that has been trusted by Australian off-roaders for more than 40 years. Don't just get your four-wheel drive equipped, get it TJM equipped.
Oh, fellas, game's about to start. Let's get on.
Introducing Tappy, the easiest way to bet in cash. Build your bet via the app. Scan, pay, and get back to the action.
My palmy! Where'd it go? Oh, she ate it. Yeah, she smashed it.
Tappy, the easiest way to bet in cash. You bet.
Hi, I'm Junior. Hi, I'm Jada, and we're from the Saturday in Quad Squad. We're super excited about Finke Weekend. Yeah, it's a party! There's some important stuff we need to remember, because we want the event to go on forever. I know we're kids, but listen up! If you're going camping down the track for Finke, first thing is, don't take your mini bikes, quads, or other ride-ons.
You guys should stick to your proper road. You can get lost easier than you think. When these cars and bikes fly past the track, be very careful where you stand. These guys can run off the track. Shame, Joel. Make sure you stand behind fencing. And there's lots of safe places you can watch from.
And make sure an adult or your buddies know where you are all of the time.
It's cool because you get to see race officials and police. Listen to them. They know about dangers we don't even know about.
Also, where you camp is actually someone's backyard. So please take your rubbish home with you.
Please bring your own firewood for fires. Logs and branches can be animal homes. Be careful where you set your fire.
Also, please don't take your pets. That's a really, really bad idea.
It sounds like a lot of rules, but they're pretty simple, really.
Yeah, my little sister gets it, and she's 4.
Let's all do the right thing and have a fun Fink weekend.
So amazing to think that so many people can be in one venue and it be so quiet here, as there's a sense of the emotion that's being picked up. Huge crowd in attendance for this very, very special moment, and probably a feel in the air here at the moment that I've not sensed at the Tatts Finke Desert Race before. So Matt Bell just awaiting the green light for a solo lap. In honour of the guy who will be forever king of the desert, as we're joined by Matt Henderson down there as well. And Matt, there is just a very unique feel in this venue at the moment.
Yeah, it really is. It's as you mentioned before, it's a very emotional feeling to what's going on. You can see lots of rubbings of the back and patting each other on the back and hugging down here as we wait for Matt Bell to take off on that lap. Lots of media converge down here as well to try and capture the moment for the family and for the fans as well. And I can imagine that there's going to be a massive crowd on the other side of the racetrack, which seems to be building quite nicely today, Benny Bish. So, yeah, really looking forward to this, although it'll be quite emotional time.
You can imagine that he's not going to go too hard at this, as the lights have just flicked over to yellow and we can't be too far away. There's a fair bit of consolation happening down here on the start line with the family, with their Stokey 1 shirts.
Just also to quickly update everyone on the car situation and the reruns, they were actually offered the chance to take that rerun, so it wasn't something that was forced upon them.
They had the option to do it again. We're just awaiting those final times. So like we said earlier, they have to remove the original time to be able to replace that new time within the system. And we'll give you an update on that, and just to see whether Shannon Wrench went any quicker than the 4:47 that he registered earlier.
Well, by Shannon Wrench taking that optional time, does that actually wipe that original time? I mean, is that saying, I don't want that time, I want to set a new one? What if he ends up going slower? I mean, it's going to be interesting to find out what the outcome is with that sort of ruling.
Yeah, exactly right. So with those decisions and that little bit of information about to come up, we are almost ready. 1 minute remains. And
So just introduce yourself, I guess.
Damon Stoker.
Damon Stoker, an Australian from actually the Finke Desert Race. Super excited to be a part of our team.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped to be on the Activate team this year. It's a good switch for me. I'm on a bit more powerful bike this year.
Stokey's a legend. You know, I met him a few years ago and I've ridden with him a little bit, but yeah, he's a really good guy. I think he's going to go really well this year. Again, he's just a local Finke rat. He knows that track. He knows it backwards, inside out. He knows lines, bumps, holes. And again, he's a very talented rider, so he's going to be very hard to beat.
Getting this on footage, Ben? The apprentice. Looking after the master's bike. Thanks, legend. Appreciate it. And straight to the ball room.
Finke's, yeah, fast and brutal and takes a lot of balls.
Damon Stoker, his best result was last year. Away they go, a good start by Jacob Smith on the Honda. Damon Stoker and Luke Hayes doing it for the locals, going through that first checkpoint this morning. Damon Stoker, a broken hand issue that he's been carrying all weekend.
How's that wrist? That's the big question.
Yeah, it's pretty sore. About the 100k mark, it started fatiguing pretty badly. I hit a big rock about 110k mark, so I'm guessing that's what that's from.
Damon Stoker, the first bike through Mount Squires, on the way home to Alice Springs. Go, brother.
Because he is about to taste the glory and the victory that only comes from Australia's fastest desert race. Get ready to set this place alight, ladies and gentlemen. Your king of the desert is in the house.
Damon Stoker, the first time since 1986. We see Yamaha take the crown here in Alice Springs. What a fantastic result.
Red Setter local Damon Stoker is the new Finke King of the Desert. Stoker powered home on his Yamaha to win the two-day gruelling affair.
So big congratulations to you. Hope you have a great night tonight. We look forward to having you back for many years to come. You're our latest legend. Thank you. Appreciate it. Woo!
Get on down to the juicy rump. I'll put 5 Gs on the bar.
Definite surprise. I didn't expect to win at all. Was hoping for a top 5 and yeah, just to come home in one piece, but yeah, luck ran my way.
Forever the king of the desert, ladies and gentlemen, Damon Stoker. There's not much more that could be said about this moment where he will hold that title forever. And Matt, as a local, you guys in here in Alice Springs probably felt the weight of this tragedy more than anybody else around Australia.
It was a fantastic tribute to Damon just then to see Matt go around on the bike and be able to do that in front of Damon's family and friends as well. And just, you could have heard a pin drop, honestly, if the video wasn't playing over the speakers as Matt was going around. You honestly could have heard a pin drop. Everybody very respectful, very quiet, and just a brilliant tribute to our King of the Desert from 2017.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Family and friends, we thank you so much for being part of such a special moment in the history of the Tatts Finke Desert Race. Not too far away from Prologue for the bikes beginning.
Just a reminder, Benny, that 12:15, that slot that Damon would have taken off in the number 1 position, will be left as a minute silenced in respect to Damon Stoker before Ivan Long, the number 2 bike on the Husqvarna TE 450, takes off at 12:16 to kick off the bike prologue at the 2018 Tatts Finke Desert Race.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back very, very soon, not too far away from the bikes here at the 43rd running of the Tatts Finke Desert Race.
Hello, it's Belinda here with some good news. Have you got your ticket in your hand?
Yes, darling.
You've won $1 million.
Oh. I can't believe it. Oh my God, I'm in shock. I can't believe it.
How does it feel? Do you feel like a millionaire?
I'm really a little bit shaky at the moment. I can't believe it.
You're going to have to, because we've got to put $1 million into your bank account.
Imparsia Creative, 89501464.
Don't just get your four-wheel drive equipped, get it equipped by the brand that has been trusted by Australian off-roaders for more than 40 years. Don't just get your four-wheel drive equipped, get it TJM equipped.
Oh, fellas, game's about to start. Let's get on.
Introducing Tappy, the easiest way to bet in cash. Build your bet via the app. Scan, pay, and get back to the action.
My palmy! Where'd it go?
Oh, she ate it. Yeah, she smashed it.
Tappy, the easiest way to bet in cash. You bet.
Hi, I'm Junior. Hi, I'm Jada, and we're from the Saturday Quad Squad. We're super excited about Finke weekend. Yeah, it's a party! There's some important stuff we need to remember, because we want the event to go on forever.
I know we're kids, but listen up.
If you're going camping down the track for Finke, first thing is, don't take your mini bikes, quads, or other ride-ons.
You guys should stick to your proper road. You can get lost easier than you think. When these cars and bikes fly past the track, be very careful where you stand. These guys can run off the track. Shame, Joel. Make sure you stand behind fencing. And there's lots of safe places you can watch from.
And make sure an adult or your buddies know where you are all of the time.
It's cool because you get to see race officials and police. Listen to them. They know about dangers we don't even know about.
Also, where you camp is actually someone's backyard. So please take your rubbish home with you.
Please bring your own firewood for fires. Logs and branches can be animal homes. Be careful where you set your fire.
Also, please don't take your pets. That's a really, really bad idea.
It sounds like a lot of rules, but they're pretty simple, really.
Belinda here with some good news. Have you got your ticket in your hand?
Yes, darling.
You've won $1 million.
Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my God, I'm in shock. I can't believe it.
How does it feel? Do you feel like a millionaire?
Well, I'm really a little bit shaky at the moment. I can't believe it.
You're going to have to, because we've got to put $1 million into your bank account.
Race into TJM from May 18th for the massive TJM Get Fink sale. There's great deals on bars and steps, TJM AirTech snorkels, torque winches, plus heaps of other great deals from Australia's leading brands. TJM's Get Fink sale. Don't miss it.
This is a story about a tech company and sports gear. But tech companies don't make sporting equipment, do they? Well, what if I told you Telstra helped make a piece of kit that allowed millions of people onto the field at once? The story begins with Fox Sports looking for a tech partner to develop new point-of-view cameras.
Most fans never get the opportunity to walk onto a field and experience what it's like to have tens of thousands of people watching you. So we wanted to bring that experience to the fan. So we were looking for a company that had the technology, know-how and capability, but also understood broadcasting. And Telstra team really understood that and they were standout guys.
Telstra GlobeCam, a small, lightweight live camera solution, was adapted to become Fox Sports RefCam.
Fox Sports is all around bringing the fan closer to the game. This enables us to do that. The development of the stabilisation capability within the RefCam was definitely a world first. We've won a number of global awards combined with the Telstra team for the innovation that we've delivered.
So when fans experience magic sporting moments through innovation, it's the product of Telstra technology and collaboration. Find out how Telstra can help your business innovate. Visit telstra.com/innovation.
Just a quick announcement for volunteers for the start-finish line. There's a quick briefing for you in the Volunteers Hub straight away, please. So all start-finish line volunteers, there is a briefing for you in the Volunteers Hub right away. We're going to be back very, very shortly. In fact, we're going to come down to the main presentation stage. If you are desperate for a hat, I have got... How many have we got between us, Matty, here? We've got about a dozen hats to give away and a couple of stubby coolers as well, that are genuine Fink stubby coolers. We're going to be down on the main presentation stage in about 2 minutes' time, and for you to win one, you're going to have to do something very, very creative as we give you an opportunity so you think you can dance. That's what I think we should be trying to do. You need to earn this. You can't just get it. So you think you can dance, I think. If you
so you think you can dance.
You can dance move for us. You'll get yourself, potentially, a hat or a stubby cooler. So, well, we could probably just keep running down here. We're not going to have too much music for them.
We're just going to have to hold Simon from Global Headquarters back because we know he loves to dance.
He does love to dance.
But he can't dance, so we're not going to have him.
Like Phil Collins, then. And because you're too young to even remember that song, that probably just went straight over your head.
Of course you did.
A big welcome to you if this is your first time at the Tatts Finke Desert Race. It's wonderful to have you here and hope you're enjoying this. And already we're starting to see the breadth of emotion that comes with this race.
How do we get some of those coolers? You got to come and dance.
Already.
We're getting queries already,
yeah,
Benny.
Matt has already got negotiations happening. So we're going up onto the presentation stage right now. If you would like to get yourself a hat, then it's going to cost you. Is there anybody who would like themselves a Fink Desert Race cap for free? Nobody at all. Look at this guy here. He's already got himself a hat. He doesn't need one. Somebody who hasn't got a hat, you can come and see us. And maybe a stubby cooler if you're having the bucket hat just went off behind her back. That's not a bad effort. Anybody who can prove to me that they are sunburnt, then I might just have a hat for you over here. Maybe we should have a look along the fence line.
Do these boys want to win a hat?
These
you boys
guys
want to win a hat?
After a hat?
Come on, surely you want to win a hat.
Boys,
well, they're interested.
You need to do something for us. Would you like to win a hat, champion?
Yes.
What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't ask you to talk while you're eating a hot dog, should I? And what's your name, champion?
Jonathan.
Jonathan and Kevin. Now, this is the Finke Desert Race, right?
Oh, he's
So
already
I think
started. He's already started,
yeah,
Benny.
This is so you think you can dance. And I think maybe, just maybe, if you guys can pull off, can you reckon you can pull off a couple of dance moves for us? Because I just can't give you a hat. You've got to earn it. Is that cool? Kevin, can you dance? Can you dance, Kevin? Come on, Kevin, give us a couple of moves. Oh, that is not a dance. That's you nervous before you go to the toilet. I want to see a proper dance. Like, do something creative, Kevin. Come on, mate. It's a what? What?
Floss.
It's a floss.
It's called the floss dance, I believe.
A floss dance. All right, we can do
It's the latest craze.
Can you add anything to that, and I'll give you a hat, champion? You ready for it? Go for it. Something special. Or do you want to finish your hot dog first? And Jonathan, you're doing nothing at the moment, mate. You're not getting anything. You ain't getting a hat. You ain't getting... In fact, I even feel like stealing that drink off you because you're doing nothing at the moment. Are you going to do a dance for us?
Just while you're warming Jonathan and Kevin up, we've got a young fella down here who seems to be lost.
Oh.
We are unsure of said young fella's name,
Is
but
he
he's wearing
lost
a grey...
or is his parents lost?
Well, his parents are definitely lost, but he's wearing a grey bucket hat with some black sunnies, and he's got a grey with green and black sleeves, a long sleeve shirt. So if this is your child, your young fella, please come down and collect him. We are at the presentation stage.
And there is no judgment, nothing. I know what it's like. I've got 3 teenagers now, but I'm lucky that they're here because I lost them on multiple occasions.
The parents definitely will not be getting a
That
hat.
is fairly standard. Okay, so while we're waiting for the lost parents to come, we're waiting for Jonathan to pull off a dance move. Go, buddy.
Come on, Jonathan.
5
Let's
seconds.
see it.
Nobody's
Come
watching.
on.
Nobody's watching at the moment.
There's no
Everybody turn
cameras
and
on
face
you.
the other way.
There's no
and
cameras.
Go for it. Power up. Mate, well, I can't give you a prize.
He doesn't want a hat.
He doesn't want a hat. All right.
There's some people
Kevin,
looking over the
give us a
fence
bit
down
more
here.
than the floss dance. A bit more than the floss dance. I'll give you a hat. Mate, do you need Matt to beatbox for you? Is that what you're hoping?
You guys
want
want to dance? Do you want to dance? You're right. You don't want to dance?
We're just
Okay.
needing just a little bit of movement out of here, mate, because I can't give it to you based on the floss dance. Come on, just something more. Can you do like the electric current thing through your hands and stuff like that? Can you do that? What about the hot dog dance? You've obviously got a hot dog. The prop is ready. Well, I'll give you a hat anyway just because you did the floss dance. Oh, can I have that stubby cooler back? Because that's probably not a really good thing to be giving away. There you go, champion. Unfortunately, I'm going to stick with my word. Unless Jonathan does a quick dance for me, he gets nothing.
Benny.
I've got to be a man of my word here. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a move, and he's gone for the head thing, and he's moving his arms. I reckon that's good enough.
Benny, I've found a young fella down here that wants to dance. Young fella, what is your name?
Yes?
Dan.
Dan's down here, and he wants to get his groove on. So
Does he?
if you are around this area, this is going to be a bit of a show. Dan, let's see it. Come on. Be nice if he had some music. He's getting a round of applause, though. A seriously good dance down here from Dan. So Dan gets a Finke Desert Race cap. There you go, mate. Enjoy the weekend.
I've got a
You boys want to have a dance too?
I've got a contestant here. What's your name, young lady?
Jacinta.
Jacinta. You look pretty excited. You've already got a hat, so this is going to have to be very, very special for, to pull it. So you think you can dance?
Oh, I can't dance, but I can sing.
You can sing. What are you going to sing for us? Hang on.
Oh, shit. Didn't think of that. I can do Applejack by Dolly Parton.
Wait, who wants to hear a bit about it? She needs to earn this. Who wants to hear, like, just one chorus would be fine here, Jacinta. Are you ready for it?
Oh, yeah. He lived by the apple orchard in his little orchard shack. His real name was Jackson Taylor, but I called him Applejack. Now Applejack was loved by everyone he ever knew. Applejack picked apples, but he picked the banjo too.
Yeah, how good's that?
Wow.
Round of applause there. That is
was
definitely
so
deserving you need to say something if it's respectful.
Dad, you owe me $50.
There it is. Well, I can give you a hat, and you could get that for me. That'd be fantastic as well. Oh, she's taken that as well. Gosh, what a thief. Have you got some more contestants down there?
Yes, I do. I've got Josh down here, and he is so keen to dance. He come and found me. So, Josh, take it away. Let's see something. Come on. Oh, he's asking for requests down here, Benny Bish.
A what?
He's asking for requests.
Requests? Apart
Yeah.
from... Okay, how's
He's
demo
riding
sound?
the pony at the moment. That's interesting.
Oh.
Now he's doing a bit of a swish from side to side. He's getting... I think I'm going to have to give out 2 hats here because the bloke who's suggesting things is doing the same as him. Now we're having a push-up competition. Nope, breakdancing. We're into the breakdancing down here, Benny Bish.
Gosh.
Shame we don't have a camera on this because this is impressive. Boys, I think you've done enough. Josh, there's your cap.
Thank you, Endo.
What's your name down here?
Nick.
Nick. Nick was suggesting Benny, so Nick's going to win a cap too. There you go, Nick. Well, which one would you like, the grey or the green? Grey. Very good. Benny, you got someone else down there?
Give me 2 seconds, mate. I'm just getting a little bit sorted here because it's not some necessarily a dancer. I might get a chance to have a quick chat with the racer. So if you can find another dancer, and I will probably going to steal one of these hats for myself because it's a little bit glaring down here at the moment. Have you got anybody else up there, Matty?
No, everyone's giving me the cold shoulder. They're telling me to go away. So
not unlike your partner?
No, they don't like me at all.
Right, disappointing. And even though you've got a hat to give away.
Hey, I reckon we can get a dance out of Nathan Trigg, number 6 on the Sherco. Let's see if we can get Trigger to dance. Nathan Trigg, can we get a dance out of you? He's coming over to talk. Nathan Trigg, can we get a dance out of you?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably not the right time.
Surely you can get a dance and a bit of a loosen up in the hips. Get ready for your prologue time.
No, I'll save it for later.
But in all seriousness, looking forward to the prologue. A really emotional time there with the Damon tribute. I mean, is that it's obviously got to be put to the back of your mind now and go out and do your thing?
Yeah, that's it. It was a bit strange and it wasn't a very nice feeling, but it's something that needed to be done, and yeah, it was just really good thing, and so now we've just got to try and ride as best we can.
And first year on the Sherco, how's the backing from them been?
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. All I got to do is worry about riding, and just everything else has been spot on. So yeah, it's good.
Best of luck, Nathan Trigg. Benny Bish, are you with anyone down there?
No, nobody of any note apart from Andrea Preda-Hansel's down here and just waiting to have a look up on the screen. She's waiting to see what time, and Emma's here as well. Andrea, welcome to Australia.
Thank you very much.
First look at the prologue track, 19 corners. Where are you pitching? You don't know your time yet. What do you think you got?
I think we will be maybe in the last 30% of the field.
Oh, you didn't get that going that quick?
No, I don't think so, because of course we had the sand, and no, I did the best I could, but I think it will be this, and especially in the whoops, I was not going too fast. Sure, not destroying the car, so we can do better tomorrow.
Maybe we should talk to Emma about her thoughts on your driving. She doesn't sound that confident on her performance. How do you think she went on first look?
Yeah, it was very nice to see that Andrea was driving very fast, as can as she be able to do, and in the loop it was more or less, how can I say that? No, not so fast, but we did it, and we are really, really happy to be part of this huge race here in Finke, in Alice Springs, for the first time with these electric cars.
It's amazing, actually. I've got to admit, I was looking at my statistics, and you guys had already left, and I didn't even know that you'd already gone, and I was right next to the car. It's pretty amazing. I mean, obviously, hearing revs of a conventional engine is part of the process of a driver knowing what the car's doing. How have you adapted to knowing what a car's doing when there's no revs to go on?
Yeah, it's, for everybody it's really a new concept, especially like you, I mean, because we have so many spectators. Even if I pass in the pit, I need to be very careful. Nobody is counting that we are coming. And for me, yeah, for sure, in the car the same. You don't have the noise of the engine. So the first rollouts I had, I was so scary because you can hear the whole mechanic working. You can hear the transmission, you can hear the suspension, you can hear the gearbox. Noises we don't hear normally when we have the engine, and for sure you need to be more focused on the visual indication of when you need to change the gears and so on. It changed completely your life as a pilot, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything you've learned in the past from all of your previous accomplishments sort of goes out the window a little bit, doesn't it? It's so good to have you guys here. Thanks so much for coming down, and again, congratulations on not what you're doing in this car, but what that means for the future of motorsport is outstanding.
Yeah, thanks to you, because everybody here is so open-minded, is so welcome us, and we are pretty supported by the spectators. We are very thankful for that, and thanks for being here.
Well, we can say absolutely on behalf of all the fans, you are always, always welcome here at the Finke Desert Race. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrea and Emma, and Man, I was just like I was saying to them, I didn't even know they'd left, and I was about 10 metres away from the car. It's pretty cool. Did you find any more Think You Can dances?
We may have a Think You Can dance here. You want to dance for us?
What's your name, young man?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, where are you from?
Alice Spring.
Excellent. So what's your best dance move? Like, get us prepared for this.
The best one I can do is the shuffle.
The shuffle? You can't do the sprinkler? Can you do the sprinkler?
No.
Disappointing. All right, the shuffle might get you a hat. Let's give it a crack, shall we? Oh.
Come on, turn around and let everybody else behind you see.
Come on,
Let's
give
see
him
the
some
shuffle.
encouragement. He's doing this for a hat. Give him a round of applause. Nice work. Yeah, the shuffle.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah, I'll give you one of these. Or are you wanting to get rid of your green one there?
No. Well, he can choose, I suppose.
Which
one do you want?
colour would you
Orange?
prefer?
Oh.
Oh, he's going the orange.
Are we an orange fan, are we?
I think I'm just going to crank this one out, actually.
I'm going to ask the people who are in the general vicinity here, who has come from the furthest distance? If you can come up and tell me that you've come from the furthest distance out of anybody else to this race, I'll give you this hat.
Okay, show us on your license. It must be on your license.
For sure.
To prove it. So if you've got something that seems like a long way away on your license.
Everyone must be from here.
Yeah, everyone's from Alice Springs. Well, which suburb? Getting down to suburbs. Here we go. We've got another contender. What's this guy's name? Come and talk to this guy here. He's way more friendly than me.
What's your name, mate?
RJ.
RJ, and whereabouts are you from?
Hoppers Crossing.
And whereabouts is Hoppers Crossing? Which state is that in?
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
That's pretty far. I reckon.
Further away, yeah.
I'm pretty happy for RJ to get a hat. Thank you for coming all the way for the Fink Desert Race in Alice Springs. What are you here for? Is mum or dad or brothers or sisters racing?
No.
You just come up for a look?
Yeah.
How good is that? People travelling all the way from Victoria to take a look at the
We are just 3 minutes away from the start of the prologue, or at least the start of the proceedings for that prologue. So we might get back up into the central comms box. We're going to take a short break here at the 43rd running of the Tatts Finke Desert Race. We'll be back with the start of the prologue after this.
Benny Bish, just while you're getting back into central commentary position, we just got an announcement for all bikes. Can you please start making your way to the start of the prologue track so we can get this prologue underway?
So with that 1 minute down, in honour of Damon Stoker, we have let the first of the bikes go. Matt Henderson joins me down on the start line, and a special moment here to cap off, keeping the King of the Desert always in that position.
I apologise to those watching at the track who were unaware as to what was happening either, but a special minute silence from all of the riders before Ivan kicked off on the number 2. We're going to watch the number 3 K's, and it's a special number 3 on that bike because it's the same style of font that his dad run when he was number 3. Of course, Billy passed away just over a year ago as well. So, and Luke running Damon Stoker number 1 on his back here for the Prologue loop. So, our first of the locals is away in his Prologue loop, the number 3, Luke Hayes. Next up on the line, Kent Collins from Mount Gambier in South Australia. The number 4 machine. One of the quieter spoken men in the field here, especially the top 12.
So Kent Collins on the way from Mount Gambier, a well-documented motorsport town. And he's spent his off-season, well, not really that there is an off-season, but spent his summer crewing on a sprint car over World Series sprint cars, and so knows his way around a 4-wheel and a 2-wheel as well. But this guy, so quietly spoken, as Matt Henderson said, is ready to launch. Number 4 is away. Kent Collins came in 4th last year, leaves 3rd today. And Sam Davey will come in ready to make the next spot, Matt.
One of my favourite guys in the pack for today, Sam Davey. One of the nicest guys you could meet out in the race this weekend. Of course, number 5, just showing the Damon Stoker photo that he's got riding with him all weekend on his front number plate 2. Our social media guru, Claire Ryan, down here taking some photos as the bike sleeve. It's a top 20 for the pink Tatts Desert Race, Tatts Finke Desert Race Prologue. The top 20, of course, get the opportunity to go before any of the other bikes on their own, 1 minute apart. So we just wait now. Ambers are flashing, so not long until Sam Davey gets his lap underway. There he goes, Sam Davey. Next up, we just spoke to him, Nathan Trigg on the Sherco. Hoping for a good run here. And put down a solid time, of course, last year, coming home 6th on a 2-stroke Benny Bish is no mean feat.
Yeah, that's incredible effort, actually. Nathan Trigg, you can just see, getting himself into a spot so that he feels like he's confident to be able to wrap back that right wrist and give it everything for this first straight that, looking from this angle, doesn't look anything but straight, does it? A little bit of a glance into turn 1 and then the biggest turn coming into the shoehorn as he starts going up into the horseshoe. That is this 19-turn Prologue course. We're not too far away, flashing ambers, and Nathan Trigg is about to start his campaign for the 2018 Tatts Finke Desert Race Green.
Next up, Mark Grove on the... This is also no mean feat, Benny Bish, riding the 250F last year and again this year, but to be inside a top 10 on that type of bike is a great effort from Mark Grove from Mildura. But I just wanted to quickly touch, we were having a bit of a laugh in the commentary box before Lucas joins us. How were you managing to water only one little small spot of the track?
Well, I don't know. And then apparently there was a problem with the pressure of the hose, and everyone's like, do you know how to water a garden? And I'm like, I'm trying. And then all of a sudden it came out of nowhere. So
there you go, Benny Bish, an insight into how to water the start straight here at the Tatts Finke Desert Race as we await for the Penrite Honda of Mark Grove to get off the line.
Made a bit of history last year, this guy. First time anybody ever put a 250 inside the top 10 in Finke history. He's finished 9th. And gosh, that is an aggressive start as we're about to get our first time on the clock. Ivan Long just skates across the top of the water, one hand down, and time for Ivan Long. Just waiting for those times to come through on our screens here as we get ready for Lachlan Summers. Bike number 11, the Northern Territorian with 26 years of age. And let's look at this. Bike number 3 has just made his way through. Catching a bit of vision there of Summers over the top side. So Ivan Long has stepped in under the 5-minute circulation time. 4:58 for Ivan Long. Luke Hayes, 5:05. Bike number 3 as we catch a little bit of a shot there of Kent Collins. The Mount Gambier on his way back. He should be the next guy to come through here shortly as we see the launch from Nathan Bell, West Australian.
You see the steely determination in their eyes down there, Benny. They are all concentrating very hard as Kent Collins comes across the line. We'll wait for his time to pop up. There it is, 5 minutes 13. He slots himself into P3.
That's an outstanding time from Ivan Long, isn't it?
Yeah, super fast time from Ivan. And there'll be a fair few keeping a close eye on that as we lead through the afternoon. You can see Sam Davey wrangling that Husqvarna through these last few corners of the Prologue loop. The number 5 from last year, smashing that berm. Looks like he might have missed a gear just coming out of that corner, Benny. He sort of went right forward.
If there was ever an event that put the pressure on you to be able to really be in tune with your bike, then it's this.
The Prologue.
Yeah. Danny Leanne.
Here he comes. Sam Davey slapping the Damon Stoker's photo on the front of his bike. 5:07. That's P3 for Sam Davey. Good time there for him as he come across the line. Benny Bish just saying that I'm getting too excited and turning me down.
Not so much that, just distorting the system, that's all right. Oh, over the top, gosh, on the absolute ragged edge.
Nathan Trigg, he's such a tall guy, so when he gets on these bikes, he almost looks too big for them, doesn't he?
Yeah. Hard for him to get a good shot at aerodynamics in a situation like that. 2 more turns for Nathan Trigg. A little bit more down low on this one. So we say goodbye to Bo Dargill.
Bo Dargill competing in the MX1 class at the MX Nationals. So looking for a fast time from him around this track as Nathan Trigg is right down underneath the handlebars as he comes across the line and posts a time of 5 minutes 11. So that's into 4th out of the 5 bikes to cross the line so far.
Interesting to see Kent Collins down in a 5:13. It's a little conservative by his standards, I would have thought.
Might have had an error with one of the corners, possibly overshooting the corner. That could cost you a few seconds around here.
As we tune in with Mark Grove.
Running at least 200 cc's less than some of these other guys that have been around already. On the 250 CRF for the factory team. So Honda putting in a massive effort this year.
Lloyd Woolman off the line. Bit more KTM power as we check back in with bike number 9. This is Mark Grove looking to see if he can get himself into the top 5. And that effort is going to rent him into the 6, 5:15. P6 at this stage on the Honda CRF 250R.
You can bet your bottom dollar that Mark Grove is going to be hanging off the back of that bike all the way to Finke tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh, and there he is, hanging off the back. Just having a look there at Lockie Summers. Just getting a little bit aggressive, and you can only really surmise what sort of, what sort of cost that is to his overall time. He'd be kicking himself now, but how quickly you have to refocus so that you don't do the same thing on the next one. Brody Crane next off the line.
Yeah, the number 17 on the Husqvarna FE 450 as we see Lockie.
Here he comes, Lockie Summers across the finish line. A time of 5 minutes 20.
Visions there of Brody Crane, is it? Or is it Nathan Bell? Might be time to bring the duster out on our television monitor here as well. As we can't see through the dust, not because it's flying in the air, but because it's settled on our television monitor.
What happened to our lovely hand sanitizers that we get in a volunteer pack?
Those wet ones, they will just make mud there. Quick check in there with James McCarthy, as just showing how on the ragged edge Nathan Bell can get that KTM 500. Coming into that last one, just trying to get himself around the puddles. And we get a 5:19. So that's good enough for 7th quick for Nathan Bell. That pushes Lockie Summers down to 8th. But at the moment, Ivan Long is still your quickest, 4:58. 5:05 for Luke Hayes, 2nd. Kent Collins there sitting in 5th. But 3rd at the moment is Sam Davey. Nice work for him on the Husky.
Yeah, good time now by Sam. As we see the last of our top 20, Jordan Atkinson away on the KTM 450 EXC.
Numbers up. Let's have a look at this. Nathan Bell was in 7th, but a 5:14 from Danny Leanne means that he steps up into 6th. That's a brilliant effort on the Husqvarna FE 450.
See the next bike coming in through the last few corners. That's the number 15, Bo Dargle. Already mentioned him to be competing in the MX1 class of the MX Nationals. Bo Dargle across the line in a time of 5:31, so he slots into 10th. So some 32 seconds behind Ivan Long.
I'm just a little bit amazed by that. Yeah. So what can you assume from that? I mean, the way that we're seeing the dust there at the moment, it looks like it's obviously it's tough, but not to the point of knocking that much time off. Chance for us to check in with 16 of Lloyd Woolman. So Bo Dargle, the last to register a time so far. As we are rounding out the two-wheelers and about to step into some quads here shortly. Or did I miss the first run of quads?
The first quads haven't gone yet.
So a little bit of a gap between.
Here comes Lloyd Woolman on the number 16. KTM machine, 5 minutes 40 to go into P11.
You think about that over the space of 8.3 kilometres, turn that into 240, and that's when you see such disparity between.
Oh, one rider down. Looks like the number 17 there has gone down. Brodie Crane just seems to have dropped it in the corner within the loop of the arena area. He's back on the bike though. Unfortunate for him, that ain't going to do his time any good.
No. Wasn't in too much of a hurry to get back on the bike either, so we'll just put that down to experience maybe. Maybe feeling a little bit of damage as well. So the quad's coming off in pairs. We've just said goodbye to Willie Orr and Gavin Rundell. And YFZ Yamaha and Can-Am, respectively. Let's have a look at the 17. It's Brodie Crane that we were talking about. And Brodie Crane registers a 5:45. Hang on, what? A 5:45 for Brodie Crane.
He did lose quite a few seconds over there on the ground.
Yeah, I just thought it might have been more than that. We'll just say goodbye to Derek Garnett and Eddie Taddingham. I say goodbye. I mean, we're used to saying that tomorrow. And it's in the context of we're going to see them again in about 5 minutes' time. A big welcome to you if you've joined us out here live at the venue. Wonderful to have you on board with us. As the computer lights up, James McCarthy returns on the KTM 500 with a 5:24, makes the top 10.
Wow.
That's cool.
Very cool. A good time from him. The local boy.
Another pair of quads just about to leave us. As the transponders register, just a little bit out from the start line. That's Jason Hunter there on the Polaris Outlaw. And Yamaha YFZ 450R there for Craig Spears, or Spires. You can tell us on Facebook if that's the correct pronunciation. Craig Spears, I would have thought.
As we see the last of our top 20 bikes, the number 20, Jordan Atkinson on the KTM 450 EXC. See. Here he comes, around that sweeping right-hand corner. Full noise. Over the line for a time of 5 minutes 39 for 12th position.
So 19 of the top 20 gone. And gates are open. Let's go with this with Jason Hunter, Craig Spears, well and truly out there on the racetrack, another minute ahead. Now we open up the gate for Peter Sadler and Robert Kirchhoffs. Both on a pair of Raptors, both dealing with 700cc. Nice and warm today, buddy.
It is very warm, especially in this box. Maybe I'll close that window.
Close the window. That sort of sounds counterintuitive, but you're going to put the aircon on, evidently.
Well, the aircon is cranking in the back there.
Ah, that's why you're closing the window. That makes sense now. You're a smarter guy than I thought.
Got to give me credit for some things.
Not a lot, though. Did you get a lunch break?
No.
Disappointing? We'll make up for that later on. The great fence banners are looking fantastic. I've got a bit of a theory as to why we've gone with Banamesh.
Why is that?
Could it be because all of the call flutes got stolen every year? Do you reckon that might have something to do with it?
I think the banner is a little bit easier to set up than lots of call flutes.
Lots of cable ties, and not quite as easy to steal. This is a great battle. You could see this, man. We haven't had a chance to see much of this sort of vision as the dust just settles a little bit. That's a great shot. Off in the distance as they go into left-hander and then into a really, really full-on right-hander to take them into the horseshoe. As we look down the staging lanes here for Prologue Day.
So just recapping so far, Ivan Long on top with a 4-minute 58.4. Luke Hayes a 5 minutes and 5 seconds .4. Sam Davey 5 minutes and 7 seconds for P3. Nathan Trigg on the Sherco 450 with a time of 5 minutes 11.2. Kent Collins, he sits in 5th position with a 5 minute and 13. Danny Lean on the Husqvarna FE 450, 5 minutes 14.3. Mark Grove in 7th spot on the 250F, 5 minutes 15. That's a decent time for one of the little bikes. Nathan Bell, 5 minutes 19 in 8th. And then it's Lockie Summers, 5 minutes 20 in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 so far, James McCarthy, the local boy at KTM 500 EXC, with a time of 5 minutes 24.5. Interesting to see how these first lot of quads go that are coming into the arena area now. First of the Y class quads. So they are the Masters quads over 45 years old. Not sure if you got a chance to recap on the cars' top 10. Shannon Wrench in first with a time of 4 minutes 44. Bo Robinson in second, 4 minutes 49.6. Then it's Greg Gartner in third. Toby Price in fourth. Josh Howells in fifth with a time of 4 minutes 56. Matt Hansen in the SMU Racing. He sits in sixth. In seventh is Michael Marson. Then it's Talbot Cox, John Towers in the number 27, and finally rounding out the top 10, Rana Horan all the way from New Zealand as the first of our quads come across the line. That's Gavin Rundell with a time of 6 minutes 31. Not a bad time.
Absolutely.
So Shannon Wrench said 4 minutes 47. Pff, I can beat that.
Yeah. Yes.
So a couple of the quads coming across the line there. 6 minutes 59 for Willie Orr and a 6 minute 6 for Eddie Tattingham. Puts him in P15. So he's leading the class for the Y class quads. We're just going to go through a few of the classes in the cars. So Shannon Wrench, Josh Howells and Matt Hansen, your top three in the Pro Buggy. In Class 4, the Trophy Trucks, Bo Robinson, Greg Gartner and Toby Price. And then in Class 1, the Pro Light Class Buggies, Sam Barnes, Lockie Weir and Sean Swaffield. Then the Class 2 cars, Trevor Taylor, followed by Hayden Vanstone and Peter Bolch. In the Class 5, the Performance 2-wheel drives, it's Michael Ranson, followed by Lincoln Sheedy and David Beavis. And the Class 7s, the 778, Jody Allen in that Toyota FJ Cruiser. She's leading the class, followed by Jeff Pickering, 13-time Australian class champion, and Matthew Witsmith in the Land Rover. Class 8, Paul Molt leading the way there. Nahori Tadamitsu in the Toyota Hilux in second, and Ken Callanan in third. And then the Class 6 Turbos, Toby Waitley leading that class, Phil Lovett in second, and Peter Carr third. And then, of course, the side-by-side sports, Mel Brandel leading, followed by Alan Muir and Brad Geraghty in third. And then the Sports Light, the only car to finish Prologue in that category, was Christopher Sollett. A couple of bikes across the line there. Craig Spears in a time of 6 minutes 7, and Derek Garnett in a time of 7:22. I reckon that was Derek Garnett that we spoke to last night. Him and his family and all the crew had all the jumpers and big supporters of him. Been up here for 10 years.
Not a bad effort.
As a spectator, and this is his first time participating. Some cool stories to come out of this year's race, and hopefully we can bring a lot of them to you over this weekend. We're now down into the Class 9 quads, and Jake Van Vliet, odds-on favourite probably to take out this class this weekend. He's on the next grid to leave, the 991. He's going to be going with the 997. Another one of our Y-class competitors coming across the line, the Y72. That is Mr. Jason Hunter, and he's going to post a time of 7 minutes 38. He's in the top 20.
Pretty cool piece of history this time last year where the three brothers went 1, 2, 3 on the senior quad class podium. And let's see if it's going to happen again. Jake Van Vliet away with Jason Hunter.
No, Jason Hunter just finished.
Oh, yes, sorry, just got through. Baden Alley, beg your pardon.
Funnily enough, Jake, the only brother coming back this year.
Yeah, it's a shame that to not see the whole Van Vliet fleet.
Bad, really bad.
No, it wasn't. That was clever, the Van Vliet. Let's have a look and see what numbers come up for the Y50. That's Robert Kirchhoff's, and he registers a 7:29 to go 20th. Quick! That's rapid. Not so high on the revs was Peter Sadler there, who runs in the 7:37, 21st spot.
Just quickly, we should touch that Andrew Gullard and Leon Campanoni will not be starting today.
Oh, all over. Chris Hodges there, a 6:55 for 18th quick. And what was the, how long did it take for the bike entries to get sizzled up this year? It was close
about
to
5 hours.
Yeah,
for all
5 hours
650 spots to be filled, and then within a day or two, I think they had about 100 on the wait list. It might have even been in the same day. Maybe one of the officials downstairs from the committee can correct us on that, which I'm sure they will.
The computers go a little bit crazy here. We've just said goodbye to Brandon Giers and Christy Brooks, but Michael Croonan has just gone 23rd quick with the 7:30, but very impressive. The 6:29 there for David Mills, KTM 525 XC, 17th quick for Millsy.
Shout out to a few people listening on the live stream.
Oh.
Telling us that we sound very clear and confident, which is great to hear.
Clear and confident. Thank you. That's very kind. It's hard to be confident around you because I don't know what you're going to do next. Rebecca Lloyd and Chris Beermans have just left the building. We've had this conversation before, but what would be your weapon of choice to do the thing? Would you go four wheels?
It'd have to be something that Greg Gartner or Toby Price or Bo Robinson are driving, I reckon.
Oh, right, so you'd happily sit in the passenger seat?
No.
Drive it? Oh,
absolutely.
7:26 is good enough for 22nd for Paul God.
Paul Goody.
Oh.
Long-time supporter of this race.
How? If it's 2 Ds, really?
Hook Henshin across the line, 6:46.
Nathan Falvo has just scattered off into the dust there on the Can-Am DS450. The Y06 about to register a time. Evan Brooker. It's 7:23, which is good enough for 23rd spot.
This looks like a fairly decent sized quad coming here on the Vision for those streaming on the Facebook live video. Looks like a bit of a farm quad. That does not look like too much fun. It looks like the 999 Ryan Curnow Polaris Scrambler 1000